Bom dia, boa tarde, boa noite, meu nome é Matheus, sou dono e criador aqui do canal Esportes, ou Quase Isso, sejam muito bem-vindos novamente ao nosso canal, espero aí que todos estejam bem. Hoje é quarta-feira, que essa quarta seja a melhor quarta aí de suas vidas. Hoje nós vamos voltar, na verdade, para a época medieval, aquele nosso Quase Esporte. Se gosta desse tipo de vídeo, curte, comenta, compartilha, ative a notificação, se inscreva no canal, porque sua inscrição e sua participação nesse canal aqui é muito, muito, muito importante. Valeu? Tamo junto, uma ótima quarta e bora para o vídeo. Começou o vídeo. Vocês já estão vendo aí os cavaleiros. Na Rússia, tá? Isso aí foi feito na Rússia. Então, tem o juizão lá, porque também não é a modo F, né?
Судья, время. Готов. Готов. Бой!
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, for a fight between Eugene Bedenko and Ivan Vasiliev. And this is the first fight of the official M1 medieval project. As the ninth fighting project started by M1 is three-minute round.
Você não vai entregar isso aqui não, mano, não vai não.
There's always a feeling out process in the beginning before strategy really take into effect.
E a porrada tá comendo, hein?
Bedenko in the red is a welterweight who represents the ninth fight club, Zabandia Basha.
Pô, foi bem, hein? Foi bem, gostei da trocação, filho. Nossa, tomou-lhe umas porradas.
But interestingly enough, over the past 10 years, the armor has gotten lighter. So for someone who's well-trained and has the necessary stamina, apparently, and I've spoken to several of the knights over the past few days, apparently they don't really feel the armor when it's on. And if you use it correctly, it actually minimizes any sort of trauma that you receive. People complain about all sorts of things like general injuries that MMA fighters get, ACL injuries, knee injuries, hand injuries. They rarely complain about such things. What they do complain about is that they don't use their helmet properly, there could be some trauma.
Nossa, tomou de vermelho, hein? Porrada mesmo.
And the referee stand them back up. Внимательно! Seems like there's trouble with the red corner. Has to pull it again.
As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, there are takedowns here, there are shots, you can punch, you can elbow, you can do all sorts of things, and the fight can be finished. Also, a lot of these fights do go to decision. These two fighters in particular have had a history of finishing fights, believe it or not. In red, Ivan Vasiliev is a two-time Russian champion, won both 2013 and 14. He's the vice champion of White Castle tournament and a multiple prize holder of the Clash of Nations.
Primeiro round aí.
He holds an 11-2 professional record. It should be noted that his opponent in the red, Eugene, is actually slightly less experienced, holds a 6-1 record.
Antigamente.
He's also won the Clash of Nations tournament where he's also a vice champion. So this is very interesting, two Russian champions, and it's very clear that they're both very talented. The use of the sword, which is also blunt. You should note that it's a blunt instrument.
Even the sparks when you hit. Stop! Время! Stop!
As I said, ladies and gentlemen, it's three-minute rounds.
Isso é 8 minutinhos, tá? Não é muito tempo, então como testar isso aqui. Claro. Testando, aquela coisa que tá no canal. Para o canal tem crescimento. Tem mais de 100 reais lá. No nosso canal principal. Não, nosso canal principal, nosso conteúdo. plataforma. vídeo mais longo, por 30 minutos. Se vai ser tudo de 20, 10. Essa é uma coisa aí com react rápido. Eu sei que
And we're back for the second round after an entertaining first round of action. Crowd really enjoys watching these night fights. Very new to them here, but they definitely enjoy it.
These are very good. Very spectacular. You gotta have
Special attraction, as you can see there, that there was a strike to the helmet, and to explain the point system a little better, strong strikes using the sword or the shield. If it hits the armor, the referee can award, and there's judges on the side, the referee can award a point. A takedown, as we saw in the last round, is worth 5 points. There are 4 judges at ringside judging it, and if for any reason we end up in a draw, split between two judges on one side, 2 judges on the other, there is a 5th judge who decides who's the victor.
Outra viradinha, tá mandando
You can see the
especial.
players are a lot more comfortable now. They're getting a little fancier with their shots.
even as them take a
Voltar ali
spinning
pro
back here.
especial.
There's a spinning back kick, there's a spinning back fist earlier. It's getting very interesting now.
Surprising that they can pull up these moves even though they have those armors. I guess, as we were mentioning, that the light armors are helping with those moves.
But you still need some extreme stamina. You need to be extremely fit to be able to wear all that and still maneuver for like 9 minutes. It's just...
It must be very difficult to
Cara, tô
read
cansadão,
I'm sure years in they're used to it. Many of these fighters have been fencing and doing all sorts of historical fencing for 10 to 15 years now. Many of them started in junior high, for instance. They take an interest in it and then it just becomes a hobby to them.
Tá dando bem entortada, tá?
I think with the new popularity of, for example, series like Game of Thrones or movies, Lord of the Rings, I think maybe the sport is now coming back. And as we see, the level is pretty high, so it's impressive to see here right now tonight in Moscow.
Of course, it was M1 Global founder Vadim Finkelstein who
Bem,
came up
a
with the
luta tá
idea
franca.
to introduce M1 Medieval after he joined forces with Artem last year. It was very interesting to see on M1 on his 50th birthday for M1 Global 50. It was the first night fight that's where it took place, and it blew fans away at that point. So since then, he has decided to start up M1 Medieval, which at this rate we're going to be seeing more about 8 to 10 fights of this kind over the year, and over the coming years we're going to start seeing weight classes develop and championship belts and all sorts of things. Believe it or not, at one point it could become its own faction, its own affiliate of M1.
Ei, acabou, finish. Esse foi o nosso rap de hoje. Acabou, não sei se vai ter outro round, mas por enquanto acabou. Se gostou, comenta até aqui. Curte, comenta, compartilha, ativa a notificação, se inscreva no canal, deixe sua inscrição. Sua participação nesse canal aqui é muito importante. Valeu, tamo junto. Uma ótima quarta.